At it again. And if you are watching this on the day of release, all right, I mean, even if you aren't, thank you for tuning in. But also, happy Thanksgiving if you are watching this on the day of release. But we got to talk about some major news. Major news. Trump has taken another W. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the alleged Dutch Trump. This man has been called the Dutch Donald Trump. Geert Wilders is poised to become the next prime minister of the Netherlands following his overwhelming victory today. This man could care less about political correctness and calls out the problem with mass migration and Sharia law. So the Dutch Donald Trump has won in the Netherlands. I'll play a little bit of this for you guys. Check it out.
What you see happening today in the United States is quite similar what we see all over Europe. We see that a growing amount of people feel misrepresented, feel even abandoned by their political leaders, the political elite today. They see problems every day when it comes to losing their jobs, or terrorism, or immigration, or Islamization, or crime, even often on a daily basis. And they see that the current leaders are not addressing it, are still being very politically correct. And now we have a leader, I hope he will be the next president of the United States, that says, well, I'm not being politically correct. I'm going to address all those issues. And the normal people, what the Americans call the blue-collar people, are very enthusiastic about that. And you see in Europe, with my party and other countries, the rise of similar parties as well.
You would agree with what Donald Trump now calls his suggestion of banning all Muslims coming into the United States?
Well, you know, I think, and I have to agree with that kind of policy. I believe that not all Muslims are bad people, but I believe that the Islam is something that goes not together with liberty and with freedom. And we have, with this open door policy of the last decades in all of Europe, we have, without having any demands of assimilation of and integration, because of this political correctness of the millions of people who came to our society. And I always tell my American friends, if you let Islam being seeded on your soil, don't be surprised that you will harvest Sharia law.
But, I mean, there are more than 1 billion Muslims in.
So there was part of that interview there that goes on for like another 4 minutes or so. So I'm going to spare you guys from that whole thing. But I mean, this guy is
Moroccans are overrepresented enormously in the Dutch crime statistics. More than 60% of the Moroccan youth under the age of 23 has been arrested by the Dutch police. They are in general, when it comes to violent street crimes, 20 times more often being arrested on many crimes.
But if a given society has a problem with members of one particular group, is it wise for a politician to ostracize the whole group?
Well, no, you know, it's wise to tell the truth. I did not invent that people from Morocco are overrepresented in the statistics.
Is that high rate of crime because these people are Moroccan, or is that also because they are unemployed?
I'm not a psychologist or sociologist. I don't care why people are criminals. Moroccans are...
Yeah, the left would call that guy, what's the word? Racist. Oh man, if today wasn't Thanksgiving, I'm sure there'd be wall-to-wall coverage of this guy. I mean, there still might be here soon of Geert Wilders, who won the recent election in the Netherlands. Geert Wilders has now won a whopping 37 seats in the Dutch parliament. No other political party has had a victory of this proportion in over 20 years, 2 decades. Wilders wants to take the Netherlands out of the EU and has vowed to implement a zero refugee policy. This is just the first domino of many. So, what a crazy week, guys. What a crazy week. We had Javier Milei of Argentina winning in an absolute landslide. And now we have Geert Wilders in his party winning as well in the Netherlands. And it shows just this overall shift. And I talked about this the other day. I believe in the Javier video, just this overall shift on the global stage to the right, because you're seeing these people on the right start winning, are winning, right? And you see the protest, I believe in Spain as well, that's going on in response. Wait, is it Spain? Sheesh, now I'm second guessing myself. I can't remember. I think it's Spain. I'm trying. Oh man. Like, I was confident when I said Spain, and then I was like, hold on, wait a minute, Rich, is it actually Spain? But you saw the protests that's happening in response to the socialists trying to take over, right? And I think that obviously in combination with the polls here that have shown a drastic shift. I mean, a major shift. Every single poll you look at here in terms of Biden versus Trump, it's Trump. It's Trump. Trump is winning every single one. So when people say, well, yeah, polls aren't everything. Yeah, sure, 100%. But when you see it also on the global stage, a shift to the right, it gives the polls, in my humble opinion, just a tad more credibility. Now, obviously, we're a long way from an election, but that does give you another reason to say, wow, okay, maybe these polls really are right. Maybe things have completely shifted. I recently saw a poll that had Trump down by, I want to say it was 12 in California, or 10 in California, which, yeah, some of you guys are like, Rich, I mean, he's down by 10 still. Like, that's still a loss. Yes, but when you consider the margin of victory that Biden had in California before, which I think Biden won California by like 30-something points. So to go from 30-something to, I want to say, it might have been 12. To go from 30-something to 12, that's a major shift. A major, major shift. And it also explains why Trump is winning in all the swing states. But back to Geert Wilders. Breaking. The Netherlands' right-wing anti-immigration PVV party is forecast to crush pre-election predictions to become the largest party in the Dutch parliament. Leader Geert Wilders promised voters borders closed, zero asylum seekers in a debate just days before the vote. The tide is turning against open borders globalism everywhere. And have you guys ever stopped to think, why is this whole push to have open borders everywhere happening? What is their goal? What are they trying to do with this? Because obviously it's happening here in the U.S. We've seen it, right? We've all seen it. I've talked about it several times as well. But it's also happening in a lot of other places too, where the left is controlling, the government. And it's just this open border policy. What is your end game? What are they trying to accomplish? I have my thoughts. I personally think it could be just the overall chaos of it, right? When you have a bunch of people from other places coming in and they don't have to assimilate to, the traditions and customs that you have built in your country, that can create a bit of chaos and a bit of, animosity there, especially, in the less fortunate communities and less fortunate areas of a country. I think that may be the reason. I don't know with 100% certainty, but you guys can let me know in the comment section. But this guy, Geert Wilders, man, he pulls no punches. He pulls absolutely no punches. He is not for the BS.
What do you make of the nitrogen emission reducing policies? What do you think the real story is?
Well, I think it's leftish rubbish. The real aim here is to get rid of our farmers for some leftish nitrogen kind of agenda, and to make room for even more non-Western immigrants, asylum seekers, and build houses and centers for them, and something that is totally different than the current elite is telling the people.
He pulls no punches, man. He pulls no punches, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, he's speaking the truth. He's definitely a Trump-like guy for sure. He's similar to Javier Milei, who we just talked about the other day, who won in Argentina, who they coined Trump-like, right? I guess that's supposed to be like this negative term now from the left. Oh, Trump-like leader won. Like, that's a great thing. Like, that is, you know, that's something to be proud about. That's something to clap about. You know, being like Trump. Oh, yeah. So that means you care about your country. Awesome. Awesome. More power to you. More power to you. And it's great to see that the people, you know, aren't buying into this BS. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. So right now, currently, this is real time. This is real time. Trump 2024, now more than ever, is trending. Love to see that. I love to see that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Trump 2024, now more than ever. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, I guess it's our turn, right? It is our turn to do the same thing that we have just watched the Netherlands and then also Argentina do. It's our turn. It's our turn to step up to the plate and get Trump back in office, baby. All right. Now, obviously, all the polls bear out that Trump is going to win, but we have to show up and do our part, just like the people of the Netherlands, just like the people of Argentina, right? We have to show up and do our part. Okay. It's not just going to happen, you know, oh, yeah, oh, Trump's going to win. Nah, we got to show up and do our part, as well as leading up, do our part as well. Leading up to, we need to be implementing the same strategies that the Democrats are implementing. You know, we need to be doing the same things. Okay, going door to door, right? If Democrats are doing that, we need to be doing it times 10, right? There should be no excuses whatsoever. If you got Democrats working in polling places, we should be too, right? Everything that they do, we need to do it times 1,000, okay? Because as Larry Elder coined, we have a country to save. 100%. And I don't believe we can withstand another 4 years of this mess. Could you imagine 4 more years of this? Yeah. I don't want to imagine it either. I'm sorry I put that thought in your mind on a day like today. Y'all go enjoy your family and your friends. Hope it's a great day for you. Peace and love, family. I'm out.